I'm getting it together so you can be mine. We could go into this whole entire reading and I won't, but we know that already. We've talked a lot about it with that Chariot card energy, but really needing to communicate the direction you're going. We see that with the Fool card. They're wanting to take a chance and all the way. And we see with the Two of Cups here that love between you. And for some of you, your person's saying, let's go really far here with a marriage proposal. Not for everyone, but that is there. But there are things you guys need to look at and work on, and communication is definitely very big here. Okay, we're going to look under at this love message. It's a little early for the Tarot Closet channeled love messages, but it was sticking off wanting to be here in your reading. All right, yeah, that's a very, very direct message from your person here. There is that, whoops, excuse me, I do feel for some of you, and part of the reason it's come off here is that your person might have already said that or be saying that in a message. Also here, we reach for the shore, you give it all, but I want more. It's, look at that, it's the reciprocating thing too. And also somebody giving more, as we saw here with this leaf energy, that's gonna have to change. And you're gonna need to be clear about that, both of you. Wow, you guys, your reading is very, it's very goosebumpy here. Very goosebumpy reading. Please never give up on us. All right? They're holding on to you. Hi, Virgo. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet with me, Chris. And hello and welcome if you are new to the channel. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This is your no contact and or in separation love reading. However, if those situations, do not apply to you, you found yourself here, it's because there's something here for you. Also, remember, this is for April 2022, 2022. However, all readings are always timeless and meant for when you get here. So hello and welcome whenever that is. Okay, I just took a peek at the cut deck. We have the Lover's card, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Here we go. This is Gemini energy, first of all, and well, it's the Lover's card. It's a lot of love between you guys. There may be a choice going on here. We're going to have to get a better idea what is under here. All right, yeah, the Star card. Well, first of all, this is Aquarius energy. Secondly, this is coming to an aid. That is an action number. It's mastering, moving towards something. It's an action number here. It looks like somebody has figured something out, might be on the move, having some hope for a new start, guys. I think this might be your person. Let's get a better idea here. We're going to keep going with the practicalities, the things I need to get out before we get our reading going. Please remember that all readings are, look at this deck, interesting. All readings are timeless. Also, this is a general reading. So can be at times that it feels really personal and private toward you. Can also be that there are particular messages at particular times in particular decks. Today we are looking at Naked Heart Tarot, as well as Naked Heart Antiquities of Magic Oracle cards. And as always, I'm tongue-tied already. Interesting here. I'm very interested to see what's going on with your reading, because I feel like somebody is having a hard time speaking but really wanting to. As always, custom Tarot Closet channeled love messages and channeled song messages. Now, guys, if you want to get a better view of what's going on with your person, the person you have come here for today, do check out the playlist below. You can check your chart, your person's chart. I do recommend watching your rising sign first, then your sun sign, and so on and so forth, as well as your person if you, in fact, do not have a lot of time. Okay, we're going to get going here. I want to get an overall energy to begin your reading. And if you are regular here, you probably can see that the format is just a little bit different, or the table, feeling like I needed a change. So don't worry, our double swans are are not gone. They're just resting. So they will be, of course, back at some point here and there. But for now, we have our overall energy, Twin Flame, Soulmate, Swan. Let's get your overall energy. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Can you please guide our Virgos and anyone who has arrived here today for a particular person in a particular connection? Any answers they seek, or any questions they seek, answers, clarity, leave them with a feeling of peace and love in their heart. Any messages or guidance you can provide would be most welcome, and we thank you. Okay, there we go. This is the overall energy today. Interesting. This is the Naked Heart Tarot card. It's sort of an extra card here in this reading. And what's most interesting about this is a master number, guys. 22 can be about somebody, well, wanting a second chance. Quite literally. You see that big red, well, passionate heart. It's also a color of urgency. What do we have on top of it? We have roses. We have roses, which are all about love and growth. Can be about new beginnings here, guys. And we have 4 of them. Somebody manifesting someone back. I think this is very much your person. And as you see here, that transformational butterfly, which is another thing about the double 2s, guys. Transition here. Okay. Well, off we go. I'm going to put your opalite there. By the way, Cancer and Libra do come through. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Your very first card, the 3 of Wands, Aries energy. Yeah, your person is really wanting to talk to you about, well, I feel like a new start, and what that's going to mean for you. It is going to be different for everyone, and we're also very early here in the reading. Can also be that somebody is traveling towards someone. Can be your person is actually traveling toward you. But also, I am feeling this element of this just being about the journey of love here between you. We saw the Lover's card. We saw the Star card. It feels urgent. It feels like your person figured something out and they can't get to you fast enough. We are seeing the Sun here, guys, very much like the Sun card. That is, well, the end of a cycle. New beginnings here. Also really wanting things to work out. Your person here is really, look at this. This is kind of hanging off. Yeah, look, this is not surprising. This is the Hangman energy. Your person, we saw the Star card. Your person has been really trying to figure things out. It can be for a lot of you that it's been quite a while since you've heard from them, but I also feel like your person may have touched bases recently and then kind of left again. They are figuring some things out. There is some wake-up energy here. We saw that in the Star card. We see that in the Hangman as well. Your person has really been trying to figure things out. For what? For the 2 of you. We see them here. There you both are. And here they are hanging kind of, well, and they're suspended is what I want to tell you. They have been kind of leaving you. I wouldn't say in suspense, but you've really been wanting to hear, because I do feel like you've been getting some kind of signs from your person. Maybe you're energetically feeling them, but knowing that they're moving forward here. Look, there are those stars, and there is that wake up as well. I do feel like your person might still be here in this Hangman energy, but this is what is on their mind here. We have the Naked Heart Tarot card, this extra card, as I said. The other thing, this is about your connection and where is it going to go? And your person's been thinking a lot about what brought you together, why you came together, what the future holds for you. And we also see that here in the 3 of Wands. Okay, guys. Yeah, look. There's the 2 of Cups, Cancer and energy. There's a lot of love here and you're still very connected. And, could it be for some of you that your person, part of all of this going into this deep thought here, this urgency is maybe your person might want to propose marriage. It can be, Virgo. It's not going to be for everyone. Proposals can also mean proposal to talk, proposal to get together, sort of a new idea. And I do feel that your person has come to some, look, and this card is sort of off, so we're going to look at it in just a moment. I do feel like your person has come to some conclusions, has gained just what you think here in the Hangman, some wisdom. Your person is really trying to figure out the next move here. I realize the energy that you're anxiously waiting. Look, yeah, there is the Eight of Wands. This is an action number, just, well, like the star card is 17, that does come to an 8, and I am feeling this urgency here, guys, this action your person wants to take. Now, as I said, it can be that your person was kind of already coming in and coming out. It can be that a message was already sent. Either way, a message, if it hasn't been, is definitely on the table here. I want to tell you, these are the wands. These are the energy of love. Also, a lot of, well, fire, kind of, this is the fire element, but movement. Fires move quite fast, and I am feeling that urgency here. We're also feeling that here in the Two of Cups. A lot of love between you. You're still connected. You haven't let your person go, although I do feel that you've been kind of hanging on to some stuff and maybe not wanting them to know. We are going to look at this love message that wanted to be in, but let's get this wanted to come down, these cards down. Yeah, look, very much on the move. This is the Chariot card, more Cancer and energy, Virgo. Also, this is about action and change. This is the Chariot card, and there you both are. It's a very guided connection, and I need to tell you, in this particular card, there is very strong twin flame energy. Not everybody is on the twin flame journey or follows it or wants to follow it. If that's not you, please let this go. What I want to tell you that's most important about this connection is you guys are really tethered, is what I want to tell you. We see it here in the Two of Cups, and we don't see the Empress card here. We don't even see the Queen of Pentacles. But I do feel like for some of you, it can be that you have children with this person, or it's something that you really talked about. It can also be that that is part of what the disconnect was, that you were in different places. Your person here, there's that crown. There's that wake up energy. There are those stars that we already saw. Very guided connection. Also, I want to tell you with the brown horse, it really is about somebody really ready to put in the work here. Also, your person, again, as we see here in the Three of Wands, wanting this to work, really wanting this to work quite literally here. Also, there is a sense of humility and some apologetic energy. So it can be for some of you, your person really had to think about how to come to you as well. Something here went on in the connection that was not great. That was not great. And it can be for some of you that was a third party. That's not going to be for everyone. When I say third party, I need to tell you in my readings, it can be another person. And I do feel that energy for some of you, but that can also be what was that thing between you. And I do feel for some of you also, it was about where you're at, where your person's at, and how things were playing out for you. What was the future you wanted, and what is the future your person wanted? And it may have changed as you were together. There may have been things said that were maybe taken back in some way, like a promise broken, I want to say to you. But your person here is very much on the move. We felt that from the get-go, and that has been shown. And this is sticking off, and then we're going to get some more. Yeah, look at this energy. My goodness. Your person really wants to take a new chance here. This is coming right underneath the Hangman card. Your person here, I have to tell you, has very much thought about this. This feels kind of fast and urgent. It can be they have noticed some stuff for some of you on social media, that sort of thing. It does feel fast, but it doesn't feel, it feels also, because it's interesting, we see the Fool card, and there is that feeling of just making a decision, kind of waking up and saying, I'm going. And also right next to the Chariot card. I mean, it's clear there's some of that energy going, that your person is, I'm just going to go. And it can be very much that it's not a knock on the door, that it's a message coming through. They have a lot to say to you, a lot of things that they've learned about themselves as well. Some growth here, and quite literally some wisdom attained here in the Hangman energy. But as I was saying, it can be this impulsive energy is what I want to say. but it also feels like a lot of thought. And this hangman energy, that it's something your person has been thinking about for a long time. Now, I did feel early on that your person's been maybe coming in and out, and it can also be with messages. But I also realized that part of what I'm feeling is your person coming in and out also of this hangman energy, very interestingly. Now, that is number 12, the card, and that is coming to a 3. So it is about your person wanting to communicate, but also your person having, feeling like there's stuff they need to still figure out. And I feel like they might have been telling some of you that, yeah, I need to, or maybe just even not responding to you right away because they don't know how to quite say that they don't really know what they want. And that's what I feel when I say that your person is going kind of in and out of this hangman energy, is sort of like they just don't know. They haven't known what they wanted or how they feel. That is coming to an end, guys. Really interesting here with the 3 of Wands is I really do feel, and this can happen quite often, but I feel it very strongly for you, the Sun energy coming through, that your person is really wanting this to work and wanting you to, really wanting to share with you what they're figuring out here. And that really does come through in this particular deck, the Chariot card. Very deep connection here, guys. And it can be too for some of you that you have known each other for a really, really long time. That's not going to be for everyone, but here's the thing about it. What is for everyone is, even if it hasn't been long in chronological time, it's that feeling of just being really comfortable with someone. And when you guys met, it also feels like it was very quick. It feels like it was a connection that happened really fast, much like this Chariot card and Fool card energy. So it's not surprising to me that it's coming through this way, because it just feels like how your connection has always been. Okay, we're going to get a couple more, and then I want to look at this particular love message. Here we go. All right, so we have the Innocence of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. Yeah, your person, it's been emotional. And here's the thing, Virgo. I want to tell you this. This is a blue whale. They are not predators in the sense that they're hunting like for example, orcas. They are predators in the fact that they do look for food. But when a blue whale has hurt somebody, or there's been some predatory behavior aside from food, it's an accident. It's usually a collision. It's usually like maybe they've collided into a boat, or they've accidentally, it sounds funny to say taken a bite out of something, but it is the energy here is that your person is, and I don't mean this as an excuse, but it feels kind of like, well, this is, okay, look, this card is just quite literally falling off here, the deck. We're going to have to look at that in just a moment. Wanting to be your last card here, it is this feeling that your person was not intentionally hurting you. It does feel that they, or I can hear them saying to me now, this is just who I am. This, you knew this about me, is kind of what they're saying here. So that's not going to be for everyone, but that is what I'm hearing. And interestingly enough, there is a particular card in this deck I feel like that your person might send through just kind of, this is how I am feeling. And that is one of the things about romantic partnerships, right? We all know this, that we know we can't change people, but subconsciously we always kind of hope we can. And we always sort of we sort of shelve that, and we think as we do things that maybe they'll change their mind. Maybe they will, and here's the thing I want to say to you. If you're coming back with your person, that comes through your person here very strongly, is that if you are going to take whatever offer this is, if this is an offer to talk about getting back together, straight up getting back together, maybe even as far as a proposal for some of you, maybe even taking vows again. It's not going to be for everyone. What I want to say to you is there's this feeling of needing to be clear about what it is you want. Needing to not assume that your person knows, or assume that your person can read your mind. So what I want to say, you're both going to have to be really clear about what it is you want from the other. Really clear. I would like for this, I really need someone that when I when I'm sharing my feelings that weekend, this, or whatever it is. There's some clarity that needs to be had within the partnership. And also, I just want to say there is that feeling for both of you of realizing that you can't change each other. Now, there is work here to be done. We see that, and we see your person here coming in with this Three of Wands. It quite literally can be about teamwork, guys. And what do we see here right underneath it in this particular Chariot card? We see teamwork. If you don't, if you don't work together with your person you share a body with here, and for some of you a soul, that's another story. If you're on the twin flame journey, it doesn't work. You've got to work together. You know, if this one is here in their mind saying, I'm going this way, and this one says, I'm going that way, and they're telling and this is kind of what you see here. It's a little bit like the direction has been a little bit skewed here, that you haven't been communicating exactly the direction that you're going. I don't think your person has been. As I said, they've been going kind of in and out. And I do feel like it's been in limbo. It's been kind of in limbo exactly what direction you guys are going. And it's been really quiet, no contact. Maybe they pop in here and there, as I said, and maybe they pop out again. But if this particular horse, the head of this horse is telling its right leg to go right, and this horse is saying, let's stop or let's go left, I mean, it's going to collapse. It's going to fall down here. So I do feel like there's a lack of communication here. And it can't even be that your person, as they come here wanting to work together with you, is going to come here also a little bit sideways, is what I want to say here. Okay, let's see what this last card wanted to be in your reading. The Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. First of all, you haven't let each other go. We already see that here in the Two of Cups. You have not let each other go. But the other thing about the Four of Pentacles is your person here coming to you saying that they want this. They want this to go all the way, guys. We see that here in the Two of Cups. We also see it here in the Four of Pentacles. And again, I want to tell you with this brown color, it really is a wholesome color. And it is very much connected to the earth, as we know. This is a Capricorn, particularly Capricorn energy here. And the pentacles are about commitment. That is being committed to something, whether it's the direction you're going, which I feel, actually, I have to say to you, if I were to say, what is the overall energy that I'm feeling here in this particular Chariot card, I would say it's getting on the same page and coming together about what it is you both want, agreeing. So everything these horses here don't just fall, or this horse doesn't just fall. They need to communicate here. They have one body. They need to communicate about the direction. And I do feel like it's a lot about communication and direction here. If that is what you guys are going to do, and it looks very strong here with the Two of Cups, as I said, a lot of love between you. You're still connected, and you're both open about it as well. You can see here, there's no break in this. It's very emotional. Nothing has been let go, is what I want to say. Ultimately, in the end, despite all of this. And this is long-term here, this Four of Pentacles. And if you guys are going to have this, as I said, the communication and about where you want to head in life, and whether for some of you it came through really early that for some of you, it can be you have children together. We didn't see the Empress card or even the Queen of Pentacles coming down, but I am feeling that kind of fertility, interestingly enough. So it can be that you have children, or you've discussed it, or that was something about the communication and the direction you were heading in the future here. That's not going to be for everyone, for sure, but that is coming through, and it's the communication and the direction is actually quite strong here in your reading. Okay, we're going to look under at this love message. It's a little early for the Tarot Closet channeled love messages, but it was sticking off wanting to be here in your reading. All right, yeah, that's a very, very direct message from your person here. There is that, excuse me, I do feel for some of you, and part of the reason it's come off here is that your person might have already said that or be saying that in a message. I do have to say, I feel a little bit of that Page of Cups, that Innocent of Cups energy. Again, not malicious. It's not malicious energy, guys. Don't think they meant to hurt you. There is a little bit of selfish or immature energy. So some of the hurting was your person putting maybe themselves first. That's what I want to say to you. And I do hear a little bit of this, I love you, but. And that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here, is just the I love you, but this, you knew this about me, or I can't do that, or I can't, whatever. There is a little bit of that going on. So there's definitely going to need to be, you're going to need to be on the same page about the direction you're going. And remember, okay, I need to change the battery. Frustrating. Just one moment. Hi guys. So just changed the battery and it kind of changed my setup a little here. Excuse me. The whole thing just went wild. Okay. Let me just sort of make sure that it's just at least straight, because that drives me crazy. Okay. I think that is good again. As I said, if you guys are going to come back together, you're really going to need to be on the same page. And what I want to say to you in particular, Virgo, since this is your reading, that communication, that's the other thing about the Eight of Wands. And it can be for some of you that you have recently sent a message or you've been thinking about it. Can even be really recent here, because as we see with the Naked Heart, sort of extra card, which is your overall energy, this is about your connection. This is also very much about, why are you guys going to be together? What's going on? What is the purpose of this here? So I do feel very strongly for some of you, it can be you that has already or is thinking about communicating first with your person. Either way, what I want to send to you, is there's really going to need to be some very clear communication. It's very, very obvious. I felt that from the get-go, and it's very strong now about what it is you want. You can't change people, and you can't change this situation here. This particular Chariot card is movement, but it's also telling us that it might have been that you're not agreeing on stuff here, and it's causing the limbs to go in different directions, which can cause this particular horse to fall down. So communication is very, very much needed, and it has to be very clear. It has to be very clear. If this horse here, this particular brain is to say, yeah, let's go left, maybe. Let's go left, maybe. I don't know. Then this person might start going left, but they haven't really been clear. They actually meant right, or they don't know. And if you're not clear in this particular energy here, which is really telling us about your direction, things are going to they're not going to work. The horse will, or it'll just be it'll be harder than it needs to be, is what I want to tell you. And that is the other thing that does come through with the brown horse, is it can be about hard work. And I do feel like it's a challenge that you guys have. I do feel that this is one of the main things here in this connection is communication. Okay, guys, that kind of messed things up a little bit when as I changed the battery, because now I have to make space, but here we go. Some things, what is this? Prayer has really been on my mind, that serenity prayer, whether you're religious or not, whatever that means for you guys, your higher purpose. But God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Funny enough, I'm saying that as I'm being very anal here with the table, but I'm sending that to you because it does look, this is stayed down. We need to look at it. It does feel very much like that. This feeling of yeah, wanting what you want, not understanding why you guys you're not understanding why you haven't been able to give each other everything, or some things went on here, not even really on purpose. But you have to be really clear about what it is that you want. Okay, yeah, as I said, this one was wanting to be seen here. Interesting illumination. Yeah, it's the lantern. We saw the star card in the cut deck, and here we go, some confirmation of that. Your person has really had a wake-up call, as we said. But here's the other thing. When this is coming down, it's also about, and I do feel some work to be done here. There's love between you. There's just not a given. But if you guys are going to take this all the way, with this Four of Pentacles here, this long-term energy. As we talked about, there's going to need to be some work together. You're going to have to work together here. And that is sort of illuminating, I want to tell you, the issues, illuminating the things that you need to work on, both of you, your person, and together. And again, that's just very strong here in that Chariot card energy of really, really needing to communicate, be clear about what it is you want and the direction you're going. This long-term energy. And as uncomfortable as it is to turn on that light and see things maybe that are scary for us, or see things that maybe we don't want to deal with, it needs to be done. That's what I want to tell you. And it's never a mistake or an accident that this came down. And it's very clear why it has wanted to come down as your first oracle card. Okay. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. I can never say this word, and I'm also feeling kind of, I don't know if you can hear that on my voice, but as I felt early on in the reading that your person is really wanting to communicate here, but I do feel like they're having trouble communicating, and it can be that it's maybe a little easier for them to write it. But reciprocity, I can never say this word here, but these are the two hands like reaching out. Can be some of you go, oh, I know what that is. It might be. It really might be reaching for your hand here. Can be offering, well, asking for your hand in marriage. That's not going to be for everyone, though. What I feel more importantly here is also reaching out, as we see here with the Eight of Wands. And as I said, it can be in a message, and it can also be you. It's not necessarily your person, though I do feel like they've been kind of doing it. But also what it's telling us here is what I give you, I want. And what it's that idea that we've talked about, where sometimes you feel like your person can read your mind, or your person feels like you can read theirs. Well, I give this, so I want this back. You guys, we can't. We can't change people, and we have to be clear about what we want. That's what I wanted to say to you. With that said, of course, there needs to be a balance here, and what you are both bringing to the partnership, what you're both doing, the support, the feeling safe, the loyalty, the being honest, the number one thing, really, in my personal opinion. But here, what you give, and you're giving it back. Look at this balance here. It's quite balanced. And I do feel that this can be achieved between the two of you if this is what you're wanting, as we see long term. But you need to be really clear what it is you want. Also, not just to your person, but to yourself. What was I not getting in this partnership that they can't possibly give me? They can't reciprocate, and that's not going to work for me. Then you know where you are. Or they can, and I've communicated that, and they want to, so we're going to work on that. We're going to do that work and talk about coordinating here about which turn we want to make, which direction we want to go here, because as again, we've gone over it a lot. This is that action card movement here, the Chariot. Lots of change here, guys, between you. And it is a journey, and it's interesting also. It comes right below the Three of Wands, which is the journey of love here, and can be a physical traveling journey for some of you. But this really is the work here is going to need to be reciprocated. You guys are going to have to talk about it and be clear about it here. And if you feel, if somebody's saying, you know, and particularly maybe your person in this Innocence of Cups energy saying, but I can't do that, or I just don't want that, or whatever that is, then that is something with that illumination that you've looked at now and you realize, okay, they can't give that to me. And then you can make a much clearer decision, is what I want to tell you about this long term, as we see here with the Four of Pentacles. Virgo. And this one, interestingly, okay, and two came out. Yeah, well, this is interesting. They've been kind of players in readings. If you are a twin flame, I did release a twin flame video on Saturday. It is there in the Twin Flame playlist, the latest video. So it's very strong in that, guys. And also, as we talked about here with that master number, 22, really about transformation and second chances here. I just want to tell you with that butterfly, we know transformation. And I do feel here that energy from your person, again, that hangman energy of kind of being in there and really kind of needing to go in and out. And also you, Virgo, I do feel that you have also been in this energy as well. You might be, I feel like you're kind of out of it now, but it could even be for some of you, you might need to go into that a little still, that hangman energy, and get some perspective as we talked about what it is you really want. What chance do you want to take? What are you seeing here that you're clear you need from your person? That is also coming through. But this transformational energy is quite strong. And here with this dog with loyalty, we've talked a lot about you guys needing to be clear about what it is that you want here and what it is that you need. Hello. Okay, so I had a full card that had to be changed to one of those days, isn't it, for readings. As I was talking about here with the loyalty, with the dog, the things that are important here to make this work long term here, I can never say this word. The reciprocity in this partnership is very strong because it's also about what you feel you weren't getting, that maybe you never communicated, like vice versa for your person here. A lot of clarity. You guys need to be clear with each other about what it is you want, what you're seeing here, that you are agreeing on, maybe what you're not agreeing on. And again, it feels really important. And one of those things, of course, is loyalty, trust, honesty. If you're going to have this transformation with your person, and guys, this is 3 butterflies here. We have 3 butterflies here. This growth, that is what a transformation is. You're coming from, a larva in the cocoon, spinning around in the dark, coming out transformed, coming out a butterfly. This partnership is going to do that. You guys, here, you're going to need to look closely. As I said, you are spinning around in the dark here, but you do come out into the light, a butterfly. And there is that illumination, which is lighting things up, taking a closer look, looking at the things you maybe haven't wanted to look at. In this partnership here, if you guys are going to have this transformation, it's very, very important. And what I wanted to say about that 3 is that is also about growth. The number 3. And we see that very clearly with the butterfly. That is what they are doing as they are spinning here in the dark. You're coming out. They're a butterfly. They've grown here. And I do feel that you've both grown a lot. But if you are going to have this long term, this 4 of Pentacles together, there is going to need to be some balance in what it is that you're giving and what it is that you're wanting here. Also, really clear communication about that, what it is you want, the direction you're going, and all these elements that we know, loyalty, trust. There's got to be a lot of talks about it here, guys. If you're going to have this transformation, this growth here, this growth to grow what? To grow together here long term in that 4 of Pentacles. Wow, guys. Yeah, and look, it's wanting to be right here also with the hangman. And I do feel, as I said, that your person's been in and out. And I do feel that some of you might not be, but you might need to here. Go in and take a little closer look, guys. And when I say that, what I'm trying to say is what it is you want. Take a closer look at what it is you want. And that loyalty card is going to mean also a little something different to everybody here. It can be, as we said, it's not for everyone, but for some of you, I feel like I want to put this, it's hard. I feel like I want to put it here because for some of you, I do feel that there may have been some disloyalty in some way. It's not going to be for everyone that it was another person. It can have been, it could have also been putting other people first, like family of origin, maybe even some in-law stuff going on for some of you that have been married. That's not going to be for everyone, possibly even putting their work ahead, whatever that is. And this is going to be very personal for a lot of you, but that loyalty, and look, it wants to go here actually with the 2 of Cups, and that's not surprising here because that is That is your partnership, guys. Okay, let's get another one. Then we're going to move on to love messages. All right, here we go. Yeah, look, there you are. Oh, first of all, I want to tell you, look, those are the two leaves. It's the two of you. And here's what I want to say to you. It's about the change. Something is it's gonna need to change between you guys. If you're noticing one of the leaves is bigger than the other, somebody was giving a little more here, whether it be while it's in separation, whether it be while you were together, whatever that is, it's coming through very strong. That if you're going to have this change and you're going to come together and take this all the way here, guys, with long term, for some of you, maybe even marriage. That's not for everyone. It really is going to need to be reciprocal. That's what I want to say. There, I said the word, but a little differently. It's going to really need to be reciprocal here, and you're going to have to communicate that, both of you. That is a lot of heart chakra we're looking at. And if you look here, this little leaf here has a hole in it. Interestingly enough here, and it does feel like, well, it's not, it has a hole. It's not that it's, I don't want to say damaged, it's at all. It's just that there is a little hole here. So there are some things that have not been equal, I want to say, in this partnership. And again, you're going to have to be really clear about that and communicate that, Virgo and cross watchers, as well as your person. But this is your reading. So, okay, guys, so we're going to get some channeled love messages, direct messages to you from your person. However, if you feel you're sending the messages, please go with that. Then that's how it is meant to be for you. I'm getting it together so you can be mine, okay? That is not surprising to me, guys. We see, as we talked about, your person going in and out of that hangman energy here, really needing to clear some things up, maybe of what they have done here, what it is they want, maybe a little bit of wishy-washiness. That does come through, as I said, here with the Innocence of Cups, a little bit of immature energy, maybe some selfishness too. And again, I'm getting it together so you can be mine. We could go into this whole entire reading, and I won't, but we know that already. We've talked a lot about it with that Chariot card energy, but really needing to communicate the direction you're going. We see that with the Fool card. They're wanting to take a chance and all the way. And we see with the Two of Cups here that love between you. And for some of you, your person saying, let's go really far here with a marriage proposal. Not for everyone, but that is there. But there are things you guys need to look at and work on, and communication is definitely very big here. And agreeing on, yeah, where it is you want to go and what exactly you need from each other. I love you every day. Okay, we got this I love you card quite early, so this is actually not that surprising. I'm going to start moving things around. This is where things get a little bit crowded. After all this time, I'm still into you. Okay. Well, we actually know that, but it's always nice to hear that. Okay. And oh, one was poking out and then it went back in. Oh, and there it comes. Interesting. I play songs that remind me of you on repeat. Okay, well, there you have it. I'm going to put it here, actually. There's two here coming down together. I like this Chariot card. Look, there's so much left unsaid. Yeah, there's a lot to communicate here, guys. A lot. Thinking about you keeps me going. Okay, I'm going to move your channeled song messages just for a moment while we take this space. There's two more again. Come back to me. I was stupid to let you go. That is very much, I'm going to move those messages as well, guys. That also, I have to say to you, is that Innocence of Cups energy coming through really strong. I really just feel, I feel that innocence, as we know with the blue whale. It just feels like they did something stupid, but also may have been behaving in general a little bit immaturely here. Okay, I feel like I want to put that here, actually. these two keep coming down together, really putting that through. I kind of feel like also the light is changing as that's happening, that your person is also kind of, maybe for some of you may have asked you something here about this connection and they're waiting for an answer. And interestingly, could be you as well, but there is that decision, but that's not surprising to me because I really feel like it's a decision that that you would make together here, guys. And didn't we see the Lover's card in the cut deck? I feel like we did. Yeah. And that decision together, it really is a decision together, and it can be somebody's presented with it, with a decision, and it sort of feels like it's someone deciding, but ultimately you both need to decide. I didn't reply because I'm being proud. Yeah, that is in particular for those of you that were the last to message or even recently messaged as we felt here. That pride does come through here, guys, in the Innocence of Cups, that immature energy. Our souls are forever connected. That should say our, not ours, but your person here acknowledging that. And actually, I kind of just feel like, yeah, I want to put it here. Okay. Let's get a couple more. My heart still beats for you. No, this is going here. Okay, very much. Yeah. Your person having a lot of realizations here. My love is for you, nobody else. I feel like some of you really needed to hear that, but you're also really going to need to hear that from your person. That's that loyalty card coming in, guys. Okay, we're going to look at something to say song messages. These are direct messages to you through song. Can be your song comes down that is of relevance to your connection, like your song. Also a song relevant to the connection, but it can be just really relevant to you, something maybe you're listening to in this disconnection. It can also be a very specific message, and that can be an entire line, can be the artist, can also be that you hear a name, a location, something that just feels, yeah, okay, that's for me. And if you feel like you're sending it, go with that too, because it is about what resonates for you. And if that's how it's resonating for you, two coming down at once, that seems to be the theme today. You, all I want is you. All I want is you. All I want is you, you too. There's some more of that loyalty energy there. Interesting. I do feel like for some of you there was a third party. I don't think that's for everybody. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Falling slowly, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Erglova. Here's the thing about that. This is when you see ships and boats and that sort of thing in a reading, it can be symbolic. It's symbolic for me of the direction that you're going, of the direction that you couldn't agree on, or somebody was in a different direction. And that's been very much about this chariot, this particular chariot card energy here. Take the sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. It does feel like this connection is not over, and it can be really wonderful and successful. We also feel that here, guys, but there is going to need to be some work and compromise and really clarity. There's going to need to be a lot of clarity about what it is you both want and who is expecting what, that you may not have communicated with your person. And also that direction is very strong here. Because a boat, this is a lot like these horses here. If one is saying to their legs to go this way and the other one's saying go that way. You know, the sinking boat, if it's over full and you haven't communicated that, or you haven't communicated what direction you're going in and you're going right into a storm, and then you're there and you're not communicating how to get out of it and everybody's screaming, you know, this way, go that way, put the anchor down. No, don't. That's what it just feels like. It can be chaotic. It can be chaotic. So you guys really need to agree on that. And I don't mean it that everybody is having that particular moment. It can be that is coming through, but I don't think that type of chaos was physically for everybody here in a moment together in your partnership. But that is the kind of analogy that I want to give you on that ship. Okay, you need to communicate. You need to communicate with your mates on the ship. You need to communicate with that other head there about the direction. It can't just be one-sided. It cannot be selfish. It has to be, but it has to be clear. You have to clearly communicate that. Through the storm, there it is. Through the storm, we reach the shore. You give it all, but I want more, and I'm waiting for you, with or without you. Interesting. Just as we talk about that ship possibly going into the storm. So that is the case for some of you, okay? Maybe that actual type of altercation. It's not going to be for everybody, but also here, we reach for the shore. You give it all, but I want more. Look at that. It's the reciprocating thing too. And also somebody giving more, as we saw here with this leaf energy. That's going to have to change. And you're going to need to be clear about that, both of you. Wow, you guys. Your reading is very, it's very goosebumpy here. Very goosebumpy reading. Interestingly, though, it feels clear. There's clarity here too. And I think that's about the clarity that's needed. And some of that your person did get. And you, but I do feel some of you need to go into that. Okay? When I look in your eyes, I can feel butterflies. Could you find a love in me? What am I to you, Nora Jones? There's that butterfly. Interesting, guys. I want so desperately to pick up cards as I usually do, but I just don't want to mess up your reading today. I don't know. Here, when I look into your eyes, I can feel butterflies. Could you find a love in me? What am I to you, Nora Jones? You're really wanting this reciprocity between you, the reciprocation. It's very important here. I do feel that it has been that you are maybe putting a lot more effort into it, and let's go do this on maybe a date night, or let's communicate, or let's whatever it is here. You're going to have to be clear with your person about what you want. I do feel this is you asking, what am I to you? I really, really do. Can be vice versa here, but that's what the feeling is to me. Okay, we're going to get, well, I was going to say one more, but if they want to send any more down, then that's... I'll wake you from slumber. You fall so hard. Twin, we're in flames. We've gone too far. Flame twin Nora Jones, guys. Not everyone is on the twin flame journey. I realize that. So this is a very particular person here coming down, but also I'll wake you from slumber. You fall so hard. Twin, we're in flames. Interesting, because if one, the mind starts to fall asleep, it could take this horse down here. Really interesting. We've gone too far. Yeah, I feel like the direction, guys. And yeah, also just the separation too. If you guys are going to do this long term, you're really going to, there's some communication really desperately needed, and clear communication, as I said. There's going to need to be some clarity, and I can only talk to you here. So I can only, yeah. Okay. Where do we want to put this, guys? I guess I'm going to put it over here. Okay, we're going to see if they want to send one more down, and then we are going to, and yeah, look, they just pushed off the underneath the deck card. This is the last one, and we're going to look at the Tarot Closet Channeled Love Messages. And I'm a coward, but then again, so are you. And the lion's roar has me evading and hollering for you, and I never really know what to do. The lion's roared first aid kit. Well, first of all, we know some healing desperately between you is needed. We know about communication here, and your person is kind of admitting to that here. They're saying you are too. Interesting here, but I do feel a little bit of that immature energy, a little selfishness, but also underneath that immaturity, maybe a little bit of running here. And that is just clear throughout the connection. Because I do feel like some of you may have kind of given your person some ultimatums as well. And that's going to be for everybody, but that does come through. Interesting. Okay, and that lion's roar, that is Leo energy, by the way. Very strong Leo energy. But also here, I do kind of feel like you're also feeling kind of, yeah, brave now. And if you're not, communicate what it is you want, you need. It's really important. People, we can't read each other's minds. Okay, Virgo, cross watchers, the Tarot Closet, Channeled Love Messages. So many songs remind me of you? That is the second card that has come down here regarding the songs. I play songs that remind me of you on repeat. So your person can be connected to music, can be they're a musician, you are, but your connection to music is strong. My voice, are you hearing that? Oh my gosh. But also your person here. And that's that double message. Twos, very strong in your reading here, guys. The 2 leaves, the 2 hearts. It's the 2 heads here. I know that sounds funny. The 2 hands. Definitely a decision here. And yeah, that duality between you, very different, but really came together fast. It does feel like you came together really fast here. And this is clearly about your partnership and rebalancing it. And that feels a lot about communication, about what you were giving, what they were giving, and the direction you're going, who said what. Please forgive me, okay? I want to put it here with the Innocence of Cups. Feels very much coming from your person. My world changed when I met you. It's really hard living without you. I am so sorry I hurt you. All right, that's a big stack, but this is sticking out. I miss you. Okay, guys. Yeah. Can be that's also coming through in a message, or it may have. My world is dark without you. That is that star card energy coming through, I have to say. They're really having hope, guys. But yeah, there's going to be some work and some lot of communication needed here. A lot of communication. Seems to be a theme this week in readings, I have to say. I received your telepathic messages. Yeah, it can be your I was going to say it can be. No, I feel like some of you are walking around just in the day talking to your person. Things come to you and things you want to say, and you're sending them to them telepathically. You may not even realize you're doing that. Look, I have so many regrets. There's a big stack here, but that showed itself. So that is also going to be in your reading here. But look at that. There's that 8 of Wands. A lot of telepathy between you. You might not realize it. Some of you know, some of you don't here, but it's strong. Actual messages too, whether they've happened or are happening, but telepathy as well. Communication, as I said, I have so many regrets. Wanting to, needing to, communicating already in other ways. Guys, okay, we're going to get one more, and then we're going to get some numbers and letters for you. Please never give up on us, all right? They're holding on to you, I tell you, but I realize there's a lot that needs to get done here. Okay, we're going to get some numbers and letters, and my voice is just very jumpy. It can be that you are receiving angel messages, so we'll see what's happening today. Okay, we are going to get some numbers and letters. Can be coming, can be receiving angel messages today. I'm going to take this top card here. We're going to look at it at the end. Can also be anniversaries, birth dates, and for the letters, can be initials, locations, just something of relevance to you that you are resonating with. Okay, are you ready? There's a 3. Another 3. Interesting. Okay, 2 3s. I want to tell you that can really be about anything being possible. Anything being possible. Also, this is a guided connection. We know that. But guys, those 2 3s there, I love that your first message is an angel message. There is a 7. All right. There's another 7. That is about the right track. Somebody's on the right track. I think that might be you guys. Even if you're just putting your intentions out there, you put them out there, you put them out there. Manifest, put the intentions out there and make it happen. On the right track. Where this is your love reading as well. So I love that for you. Whatever it is you've been thinking, if you've been wanting to send a message. Communication is, as I said, is a theme here in this reading. 6. Wow, lots of angel messages here. Okay, so you have 2 6s, and you know what this is telling us? Things are out of balance. We know that. We see that in all these 2s here. We also talked a lot about that. We know already. So things need to be put in balance between you. I do feel like some of you need to kind of rebalance yourself as well. But things are very out of balance for the 2 of you, and that's a lot about communication. Communication. You have to communicate to each other here, guys. That is what you're doing. And look, 2 1s, another master number, by the way. The 1s and the 3s, those are master numbers. New beginnings. New beginnings, but we know that. There's nothing here about this reading that I haven't told you. So here we go. All right. Gosh, you guys. It's a 0 and another 0. Your master numbers are incredible to me. I want to tell you, this is really support from your angels, but also it's you feeling, and this is another interesting thing, kind of really needing to tap into, I want to say, your higher self here, and you're not just how you are in this connection, but for your life here. 0 can also be about being at one with the universe. So I do feel some spirituality, possibly some religion coming from someone. I know that's not for everybody here, but there is a need for that. And as I talked about earlier, this need for some of you to go into this hangman energy. And I do feel that for some of you, that's very connected. Whatever that's going to mean to you, whether it's religion, spirituality, connecting with your higher power, guys, with the universe. And that is a sign that things are there. You may not know it. You may need to go in a little bit further. And really, this Naked Heart card is about what it is you really want. And also tapping into that higher self, guys, to behave and in the way that you want to, and ask for the things that you want for this partnership to work, the things that you maybe were thinking they could read your mind. And I do think it's a two-way street here very much. You're both there, but this is your reading, so I can only pass that on to you. Okay, well, this fell down now. It's a Y, whoever needed that. Can be somebody asking a question. There's a 4 and an 8, an E, an M, a J, a T, an A, a Q, G, H, my gosh, V, C, I don't think there's one repeating here, and an O, there is. Here's another C. Okay, I'm going to hold them up if you want to screenshot or, pause the video. Then I'm going to take them off, and we are going to look at this last card, Virgo. Your reading has been really, it's been my honor to channel, I have to say. I really wish the best for you. We belong together. Who is that? Is that you? Is that your person sending that? All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. I wish you well, love and light, all things good. Take very good care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you at your next reading. Bye, Virgo.